Namaste and welcome to the presentation on variance analysis of fixed overhead. It will be quite convenient for us to strike a comparison between variances of fixed overhead and variances of variable overhead. And basically, we have three main overheads: variances, cost variance, expenditure variance, and efficiency variance. Expenditure variance and efficiency variances, when added together, they form the cost variance. And efficiency variance has got subvariances of mix and gang and sub-efficiency. And if we see on the face of it, we have got, in respect of efficiency variance, two subvariances in case of variable overheads, whereas the number of subvariances in case of fixed overheads is 3, and it is subject to a condition which we will come to. Let us take the first one, cost variance. Cost variance is revised standard hours into standard rate and actual hours into actual rate. Difference between the two is cost. In case of fixed overheads also, the definition is the same, RSH-SR minus AH-AR. Therefore, in respect of the first overhead, both the meaning and definition of the variance is the same between variable and fixed overheads. They are the same. Then let us take the second one, expenditure variance in respect of variable overheads. It is once again expenditure overhead in respect of fixed overheads. And if you see its formula, actual overheads into standard rate minus actual overhead into actual rate, difference between it, AH-SR into and AH-AR, difference between the two. Therefore, even the second variance is calculated the same way as variable overhead. Then let us take the third major one, efficiency. It is called efficiency in both places. And let us see the definition. Difference between AH-SR and RSH-SR. And if you come to fixed overheads, RSH-SR and AH-SR both are the same. Therefore, between fixed and variable overheads, the three major components are the same, but there is a difference in the subcomponent of efficiency variance. And here we had the fourth one as sub-efficiency variance. In case of fixed overheads, it is called volume variance. This difference we have to note of the number. But what about the formula? Formula is the same. It is RSH-SR and SH-SR, RSH-SR, HSH-R. Therefore, even this fourth one also, except for the name, from efficiency, sub-efficiency to volume, the working level is the same. In that case, what we are saying is there is a difference between fixed and variable overheads in respect of mix variance. In case of mix variance for variable overheads, the formula is difference between actual overhead into standard rate and standard hours into standard rate, SH-SR and AH-SR. Here, SH-SR and AH-SR is used for the sake of calculation, but it is split into two by introducing a new component called revised budgeted hours. Revised budgeted hours. Here it is difference between these two. Here it is difference between these two. When you put together, it is the same, but it is split into capacity and calendar. Now, what is this revised budgeted hours? Revised budgeted hours refers to difference between days worked and days budgeted. Otherwise, in a problem where the days budgeted and days worked are the same, the mix and gang variance will be exactly equal to capacity variance. capacity variance will continue to be equal to mix and gang variance. But the moment there is a difference between actual days and budgeted days, the capacity will be split into two, capacity and calendar. Calendar variance is calculated by introducing revised budgeted hours for the different days, and the one variance of 3 is split into two, capacity and calendar. If the days are the same, there is no calendar, there is only capacity. We will take a problem and we will come to know of this very simply. That way there is hardly any difference between fixed overhead and variable overheads except for nomenclature, and only in respect of mix or gang as compared to capacity and calendar. All other variances are calculated the same way. Here, because of the change in the number of days, the capacity is split into capacity and calendar by introducing revised budgeted hours. Let us proceed further. Let us take problem illustration number 10. In illustration number 10, there is no difference between budgeted days and actual days. Because of that reason, only capacity variance will be there. We will not have calendar variance. When budgeted and actual are different, then only we will have calendar variance. Under that understanding, let us go to solve the problem. Budgeted hours for the month of March, 180. Budgeted hours means standard hours. Standard rate of article produced per hour. Per hour, if you are producing 50 and you work for 180 hours, it is 50 into 180 hours. We have produced 9,000 units. This we have to be very clear. 50 into 180. Then we have got budgeted fixed overheads. This is nothing but standard. SHSR is 2,700. Actual production. Here we have taken budgeted production as 180 into 50. Actual production is 9,200. Actual hours for production is 175 AH. Actual fixed overheads is nothing but AHAR, 2,800. This is how we have to link it to different definitions. Once you have done this, you are at a stage where you find that there is no difference of days. Days are not mentioned. Therefore, it is only 5 variances, only capacity, not capacity and calendar. Now from here onwards, it is simple. You have SHSR 2,700. You have SH as 180, means 2,700 divided by 180 gives you SR. SHSR. If SH you take out, 2,700 divided by 180 is 15 is the standard rate. Similarly, AHAR is 2,800. We have AH. How much is AR? 2,800 divided by 175. You get 16. Now once this is done, these are not equal, 9,000 and 9,200. If 180 hours is for 9,000 units, how much it is for 9,200? It is 184. Once you derive RSH, then you proceed. RSH SR is 184 into 15 is 2,760. Then we have got SHSR as already given. AHSR, AH is 175, SR is 15. 15 into 175 is 2,625. Then we are already given 2,800. We carry forward the totals. Total is the same amount. Once this is done, it is application of the formula. How do we apply? Simple. Fixed overhead cost variance is from top to the end. RSH SR, which is nothing but this, and AHAR, difference between the two, that is 2,800 minus 2,760. It is 40 is the difference. When you get 40, it is positive. Overhead is an expense, therefore it is adverse. Second, we have got expenditure variance. We go once again to the left. AHAR minus AHSR is the overhead expenditure. 2800 minus 2675, it is 175. It is positive expense, therefore it is adverse. Then we will take the third one, AHSR minus SHSR. It is capacity variance. Note the thing, instead of mix and yield, we call it as capacity here. 2625 minus 2700 is negative. When expense is negative, it is falling, means it is favorable. Then overhead volume variance. Once again, SHSR minus RSHSR. 2700 minus 2760 minus 60, it is favorable. And fixed overhead efficiency variance is the total of these two, means it is RSHSR and AHSR. When you talk, these two get cancelled out. It is the length from here to here. If you look into RSHSR and AHSR is from 2625 to 2760. The difference is positive 100, and 2625 minus 2760 it is negative 135. When the expense is negative, it is favorable. And as we have seen, item number 2, expenditure variance plus efficiency variance. Expenditure variance is 175, efficiency variance is minus 135. When you add these together, you get 40, which is nothing but fixed overhead cost variance. Similarly, 3 and 4, capacity and volume, when you add them together, minus 75 minus 60 is minus 135, and that is equal to the fixed overhead efficiency variance. This way, we have to visually understand the moment of calculation and then derive the answer. We are taking second illustration wherein we have got actual days and budgeted days, wherein we will get calendar variance. This point you need to note. Let us take it up. Actual number of days working in a manufacturing company which operates a costing system and showed the following data. Actual working days is 22. Actual man hours worked during the month 4,300. Number of products produced, means units produced, 425. Actual overhead incurred is actual AHAR is 1,800. This is the first 4 items. Then budgeted number of working days per month is 20. Budgeted man hours per month is 4,000. Standard man hours per product, you have 4,000. Per product it is 10, means how many units? 4,000 divided by 10 gives 400 units. Standard overhead rate per month per hour is 50 paise. This is what is given. Once we post what is given, now we have to find out what is AR and what are the other parameters to be filled up. Let us take it up. 1,800 is AHAR. We know AH as 4,300. 4,800 divided by 4,300 is 0.42. We derive AR. Then we find out 400 not equal to 425. Therefore, we calculate if 4,000 is for 400, for 425, what should be the revised standard hours? 4,250. Now, it is only a matter of multiplying RSHSR is equal to 4250 into 0.5, 2125. Then SHSR 4000 into 0.5, 2000. Then here we have to introduce an item between SHSR and AHSR as an additional column. We are providing for revised budget hours. As we said, in terms of days, there is a difference. 20 days budgeted, 22 days worked. This is the second level of difference. What we normally do is, if standard hour at standard rate is 2000 for 20 hours, if the plant has worked for 22 hours, what should be the revised standard, which is called revised budgeted hours? 2000, if it is for 20, means 2000 divided by 20 multiplied by 22 is equal to 2200. This is one item we will be introducing in between SHSR and AHSR and creating a gap. And once we do that, it is simple. Put the total, go to AHSR, AH 4300, SR is 50, 2150, 2150. AHAR is already given, 1800. From now onwards, it is a matter of recognizing this new element of RBHSR and proceeding further. Fixed overhead cost overruns, overall RSHSR and AHAR, which is nothing but RSHSR, AHAR. This is indicated by the curve, and the total difference is 1800 minus 2125, 325. Second is fixed overhead expenditure variance is AHAR minus AHSR, that is AHSR to AHAR, 1800 minus 2150, 350 minus expense favorable. Capacity variance, go in the same fashion. Now we have got one more column. Therefore, 2150, that is RBHSR to AHSR, means AHSR minus RBHSR. 2150 minus 2200 is 50. 50 is minus, it is favorable. Then fixed overhead calendar. This is the one which we are creating now. Otherwise, it would have been straight from AHSR to HHSR. Since we brought this in between, the capacity is split into capacity, one part, and second part is called calendar. And this calendar is because of 2000 being made pro rata to 22 to 2200, means there is an increase of 2200. This point we have to understand. SHSR to RBHSR is the calendar variance. 2200 minus 2000 is 200 positive, therefore adverse variance. Then comes the volume. Volume is once again SHSR to RSHSR. If we look into 2000 to 2125, 125 is negative, therefore it is favorable. And last one is excluding the rate, that is from AHSR to RHSR, that is 2150 minus 2125 is 25 positive, which is adverse. This way you define 6 as a cumulative consecutive steps, and this is how to remember capacity and split it into capacity and calendar. And with this, we are once again checking fixed overhead expenditure and efficiency. When you add them together, minus 350 plus 25 is 325 minus, that is fixed overhead cost variance. And in case of item number 6, 25, we have to add 3, 4 and 5, capacity, calendar and volume all put together. Minus 50 plus 200 is plus 150. Plus 150 minus 125 is equal to plus 25. That is the efficiency variance, and that is the solution to the problem. With this, we are having exposure to when the days are given, when the days are not given. When the days are given, we will have two variances instead of one, capacity and calendar. If the days are the same, calendar will not be there, only capacity will be there. We will take one more problem where we have both fixed overhead and variable overhead. One point you have to remember, you can't give a single statement for both together. We have to segregate, make one table for fixed overhead, make another table for variable overhead. Let us proceed like that. Vinayak Limited has furnished you the following information for the month of August 2012. Output 2000. Keep the template as it is. 30,000 budgeted output and actual output is 32,500. Post that figure. Hours are 30,000 budgeted, 33,000 actual. Fixed overhead is 45,000 budget. That comes here. SHSR is called fixed overhead budgeted. Actual is AHAR, which is coming to 50,000. Then there comes variable overhead, which we will take up separately. We will not take it up now, but we have got working days 25 budgeted, 26 actual, and that should help you understand the moment there is working days and there is a difference between the two, we will be introducing revised budgeted hour into standard rate to calculate calendar variance, which will be coming into picture. Therefore, it becomes now not only capacity, it is capacity plus calendar. Now we have posted the figures. Now take up calculation of the differences. SHSR is there. We have SH 45,000 divided by SH is equal to 1.5. SR is received. Similarly, AHAR is there 50,000. AH is 33. 50,000 divided by 33 is 1.52. Once this is done, it's only a matter of we have got unequal production 30 versus 32.5. If it is 30 for 30,000, for 32,500, 32,500. Now fill up the template. RSH SR RSH into SR. SR is 1.5, 48,750. SHSR is already given. Make the postings and the total. Now we have got RBSHR. 45,000 was budgeted as a standard for 25 days, but I worked 1 day extra. 1 day extra has to be added to the budget, and budget is revised from 45,000 of 25 days into 26 days at 46,800. This is one step which we should be careful when the days are different. Once this is done, it is a matter of filling up the other two. AHSR 33,000 into 1.5, 49,500. AHAR is already given. AHAR is 50,000. It is already there. And we need to just post it. Once you post, it is only a matter of putting the formula. Cost overall from this end to this end, 50,000 minus 48,750, which is AHAR to RSHSR. That is cost variance. We have got expenditure variance starting from right to left, 50,000 minus 49,500. That is the expenditure variance. Next is capacity variance from 49,500 to 46,800, which is nothing but AHSR to RBHSR. Then comes the calendar. Calendar is because of the increase in number of days, value gets increased from 45 to 46,800. 1,800 is the calendar variance. Then volume variance in the normal course, 45,000 to 48,750 is negative, means favorable. That is volume variance. Then comes the efficiency variance, which will be from 49,500 till 48,750. RSHSR to AHSR. which is nothing but 750 positive, and once that is done, it is only a matter of mechanical adding together. 500 plus 750 is 1250. These two variances will match with each other. Similarly, 2700 plus 1800, 3500 minus 3750, balance is 2700 plus 1800 is 4500. 4500 minus 3750, it is 750, which is equal to overhead efficiency variance. That brings us to the variable overhead part of it, which is once again simple. Fixed overhead we are not taking here. We will not be taking a number of days. Both these have got relevance to fixed overhead variance. Post the other things: production 30, 32,500, hours 30,000, 33,000, variable overhead 60,000 SHSR, 68,000 is AHAR. Once that is done, it is only a matter of 60,000 divided by 30 is 2. 68,000 divided by 33 is 2.06. Then for 30 to 32,500, 32,500 into 2, 65,000, 65, and 33,000 into 2 is AHSR, and the last one is AHAR. Once that is done, it is cost variance for the entire stretch of AHAR to RSHR. 68 minus 65,000, 3,000 positive, therefore adverse. Second, expenditure variance, it is the extreme right to the immediate next column. 68 minus 66, 2,000, that is expenditure. Then we have got SHSR to AHSR, which is mix or gang variance. We calculate that. 66 minus 60 is 6,000. Then we have got sub-efficiency variance of variable overhead, SHSR to RSHSR. 60 minus 65 minus 5,000, which is favorable. Overhead efficiency variance is, leaving out the rate, 66 to 65. That is RSHSR to AHSR is 1,000 positive, adverse. And once this is done, simply adding second and fifth to find out 2,000 plus 1,000 should be equal to 3,000, which is equal to number 1. Similarly, for variable, you will add these two. Mix and sub-efficiency will add up to efficiency. 6,000 minus 5,000 is 1,000. That is the efficiency variance. And we are successfully completing the solution to illustration number 17. Trust you found the working interesting. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.